Hi, how's everyone? Welcome back. Hello and welcome if you're new. Thanks for finding me. This is the Venus Direct reading. I'm a couple days late with it, but things get away from you. But Venus is finally direct again, and it's just entered in sidereal astrology. It's just entered not even 1 degree in Pisces. So there's still a whole lot going on in Pisces. It's including the North Node. And that means that the collective is being drawn in a direction of being a little more spiritual about things. But with all the other planets going on up in there, it has to do with how we process, leaving behind the South Node energy of Virgo and going into a more spiritually connected energy in Pisces. So we've got Venus direct at 0 degrees, but it's conjunct with the North Node and Saturn. Now, Venus and Saturn work very well together. They both have to do with karma and balance. Where Venus tallies up the karma, Saturn delivers it. But Saturn is the taskmaster, and he really makes us put our nose to the grindstone and realize that there is very hard soul work to be done. And I must admit, with the political and societal, things that are going on in America right now, not everybody is taking to those lessons very well. But Saturn will deal out the karma as it is fit to do so. So we really want to make sure that the lessons we learn give us the rewards that we want. Okay, so the thing with Saturn is he is an aspect of death. This is the god of time, and time comes for all of us equally. He is seen sometimes as a negative aspect because he makes things very hard for us. He sometimes is looked at as the devil energy. In the tarot, he is represented by the devil card, which is making us really look at things that have us bound, that we can't move on from, that we must learn to release. The reason Saturn is so hard on us is not out of hatred or malice or jealousy. It's not any kind of devil energy like that. He represents an energy of wanting our reward to be so incredible. But he knows that in order to earn a reward that is as much as we deserve, we need to put in that same amount of work. Venus energy, she is the goddess of love and beauty. Of course, she rules Taurus and Libra. Empress energy here, full force. She was in retrograde for a few weeks, and when Venus is in retrograde, that means we turn our energies towards inward, and we figure out how we want to accept love for ourselves. Now she's direct, and she's taking that love and spreading it to other people again. It's beauty and harmony, balance, aesthetic, compromise, desire and justice, love and romance. Now she's also in a sextile with Uranus in Taurus. Sextile is a favorable position. Uranus going through Taurus, that's a tough one because he's the upheaver, he's the rebel, he's the innovator. And Taurus is it's a fixed sign. It's very stable. It wants things the way it's always been. It wants its routine. It wants the routine to work. But Uranus is coming through and asking Taurus to open its mind a little bit and make some adjustments and make some new take some new opportunities to change things up. So Taurus, like I said, also ruled by Venus. Um, but it's in a sextile, so I think we're going to be very diplomatic about these changes, because we don't want to upheave too much. But we do know that something needs to change in that realm of Taurus, that aesthetic for our home and routine, our money, our earnings, our comforts, things like that. Venus is also in a nice trine with Mars in Cancer. I like this position because a trine is a favorable aspect. Mars is the god of war, Aries. And in mythology, Venus and Aries were lovers. All is fair in love and war, right? Because they're both very passionate. So, in a nice trine with Mars in Cancer. Cancer is a very soft sign. It doesn't always handle Mars energy very well. She does rule, Cancer does rule rhythms and cycles. Could be something coming back that we need to address. It comes ebbs and flows. Sometimes it's in the forefront of our lives, sometimes it's in the background. But with Mars here, there could be a disruption in dreams and sleep, our cycles, um, people or things or issues coming back around. Luckily, like I said, Mars is in a nice trine with his lover, Venus. So we're going to be a little bit balanced, a little more balanced here. She's going to kind of draw off some of that erratic energy that Mars tends to get up to. And she's going to siphon that off a little bit from Cancer and bring in a little bit more balance to the cycles and dreams. So we're going to do a Lenormand for the overall energy of what Venus would like us to address in this new cycle. Oh, we've got the Ring card. Look at that. Some kind of alliance or commitment, some kind of ally. This represents a marriage or a contract, a commitment, a pact or agreement, an oath, and a promise of an alliance. I love that. Let's get some clarity on that. Ooh, Venus energy coming in hot with the lovers. I love that. Is this a love match? Ooh, I really want that for the collective. Things are so up in the air. Things are unstable. People are on edge. I would love an injection of love if I'm not being too vulgar. Two of Swords. Wow, Two of Swords has been making itself known lately. Okay, somebody is between a rock and a hard place here. Let's get some more clarity on this alliance offer, this ring, this commitment. I got you, you got me, we got this. Oh, Six of Cups on the front side. Okay. Six of Cups, what did I say about things coming back around in cycles? And the Seven of Wands, but in the backside this time. It came out in the front side for the morning energy read. Now it's turned around. So let's see, let me rearrange this here. We've got Venus there, and we've got a commitment coming in. She's bringing it in. But we've got a Two of Swords. Somebody doesn't know what to think here. This is tuning out distractions to make a hard decision and weathering through inner conflict. This is using the swords of truth and virtue to make a good decision. And that really does take some, how do I want to say that? I don't want to say isolation proper, but with the Two of Swords, she is blindfolded. She's not bound or anything, she's just blindfolded, which means she's not accepting any new information about this right now because somebody's going within in order to gain their own guidance about what decision to make, because this is a hard decision. So they're tuning out distractions and going through some inner conflict here. What is it about? Well, it's this beautiful Six of Cups here. This is nostalgia from the past. Look at the mermaid in the waters. The waters represent our emotions. We've got 6 beautiful full cups here full of flowers. The bouquets represent celebration and goodness and love and friendship and joy. So there's something about a past relationship where someone's feeling a little bit nostalgic. Maybe it's come back around. Maybe the opportunity has come back around to make an alliance here. I don't want to say another alliance because they're giving me the feeling that this relationship, when it came around the first time, there was no alliance there. It was just like maybe something. I don't want to say it was in passing. These people really did interact and love each other, but the alliance, the commitment, the relationship, the the ring, right? That never happened. So this represents the past because it says nostalgia for the past that was sweet. Oh, it says the past was sweet and so can the future be. So go forward. I like that. But here we have the 7 of Wands in the backside. This is somebody's detaching. Oh my goodness. Wait. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. This says defeat teaches equally. All right? Revisit a strategy, improve it, be humble and grateful. Oh, okay. So basically, Venus is saying that this didn't work the last time, but it's presenting itself again. I almost said representing itself. Here it comes back around. Interesting. I do feel that there is passion here, if only for the fact that Mars in it Cancer. This is Scorpio energy though. Hot, 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 hot. See this little scene here with the mermaid in the river and she's calling up to the young man. It gives the impression that they have seen each other before, but it's been a while. And here she comes back in from the ocean. Remember, she's a mermaid. She's coming back in towards him. And it's almost like, the past is coming back and it can be sweet again like it was. The 6 of Cups is sweet because it's the lovers before life gets to them. It's just them two. It's just, there's nothing there that's corrupting this yet. That's why it's so nostalgic because it was a partnership that was free of life's burdens at the time. But it's a hard decision. There may be because I feel like there's somebody saying I have to split the difference here. There's a decision to be made between the past and the present. Yeah. So with this 7 of Wands in the backside, I believe that this is saying the last time this came around, it didn't work. And somebody felt like it was a big mistake. And there was defeat here and heartbreak. They had to let it go. But they learned a lot in the way from there. Does that make sense? They learned a lot in the meantime. So now that the 6 of Cups is coming back around, you have an opportunity to revisit it with new strategies here. Now maybe you're a little older, they're a little wiser, things have cleared up, you're different people, you have different things to offer now, but the souls are still the same. And okay, hang on. I heard the soul of the partnership is the same. Even though you may have been bumped around a little bit by life, this is the 7 of Wands. It comes, defending yourself after a victory, but This is a defeat. So there was something here with this Six of Cups the first time around that was it didn't work. It was a defeat. Now Venus is coming in with this ring, a new commitment, a new chance, a new strategy for this Six of Cups, this nostalgic relationship. I love that. But yeah, let me see here. Now they're showing me something a little bit different. I'm gonna say it because there's um, different people in the collective are gonna resonate differently. So here in the heart of the matter is this Six of Cups. We have a feminine energy here on the left and a masculine energy there on the right. She has blindfolds on trying to make a decision. He has his back turned, deliberating about this defeat. I heard I'm not turning back around until I have a better solution for this. Oh, that's very noble. But it is coming. It is here. They're here in each other's energies, right? What else does it say? Improve, be humble, and be grateful. Oh yeah, when I drew that before, I was like, each of them have this feeling of, I'm really glad this came back. I'm really glad to be able to revisit this, but I have to go into it. One person is saying, I have a lot to think about, but it's not a no. I just need to arrange some things. I'm not asking for any clarity here. I don't need any explanation from you. You don't need any explanation from me. The past is the past. I just need time to think about this, but you're not out of my energy. Just someone's needing a little bit of grace here so that they can make up their mind. And it's not even that they need to make up their mind. Do I want to take it? Do I want to not? It's more like, okay, I need to make some decisions here about, I heard boundaries also. Okay? But this is a wonderful energy. They're both coming back into this a little more cautious, maybe because the last time it didn't work, and since then they've been through a lot. So let's get an oracle message for this. Let's see what the ancestors and angels say about this. Ooh, top of the deck. I like that. Ace of Wands coming in hot. Okay, let's get an angel oracle message, please, for the lovers here. Venus coming in with love and balance. She's definitely a drama queen, so there could be some vanity here. There could be some dramatics. She is in a trine with Mars energy, and that gets them both worked up. Two of Swords is Gemini energy, but it is also sometimes given to Libra. Seven of Wands, that is Leo energy, I believe. And the Six of Cups is Scorpio. But it can be any of the elements, any of the signs of those elements. No, just one. Just one final oracle message for this Venus reading. Venus direct, almost like coming out of a time of reflection about what they're worth. Ooh, the Knight. Be brave and honest. I like that. I like that. He's so handsome too. The Knight. Okay. Be brave and honest. I love that. You do need to be completely honest with your lover when you start something new. You don't want to start a relationship on lies, and you don't want to start a relationship not being true to yourself or them. So honesty and bravery is very important. This says do the right thing even if it isn't the easiest option. Stand for what you know to be right and true. The energy of respect is important right now. You're being encouraged to figure out what's important to you and what you stand for. If you're in a space where there's opposition, you're being guided to follow through with integrity. Because even if it seems this will slow your progress, your rewards will be much more abundant. So that harkens back to what I was talking about with Saturn. Saturn keeps our nose to the grindstone because we have lessons to learn, and the better that we do with these hard lessons, the better the reward at the end. It's also giving this Two of Swords energy here because it's saying, um, um, hang on, Huey. You're being guided to follow through with integrity. You're in a space where there's opposition. You're being guided to follow through with integrity. Even if it seems this will slow your progress, your reward will be much more abundant. You're being surrounded by a light of bravery to help you. This card also brings justice, Venus energy, right? If you're longing for justice, please know that the universal energies are working to bring everything back into order, and that you don't need to force anything through with your will. If you have made any mistakes recently, it's important to take ownership of them so that you can align yourself with improving the situation. If you're feeling the need to defend yourself or your spiritual path at this time, back down and let it protect you. Interesting. Love it. So that's what we've got. Something beautiful coming back around that you can choose again, but you're going into it very um, decidedly. You have a lot of decisions to make, and you're not taking anybody's advice on this. You're not taking anyone's opinions. You're not taking in any more information. You're saying, I know all I need to know. I'm making this decision by myself, but you got to give me space. Okay? And the other person is saying, that's fine because I've got some things, I've got a strategy here. He's saying that's fine because I got a strategy. Yep, I'm coming back to revisit this with an improved strategy, and they're in an energy of being thankful for the opportunity. Both of you are. I love it. So that's what I have for the Venus Direct. What do we got coming up? We did the morning reading. We've got Venus Direct, and we're going to do Scorpio placement soon. I'm also going to be doing an Aries reading because in sidereal astrology, the sun has now entered 1 degree Aries, so it's officially spring. So I hope that resonated. Look in the description for my information. I'm open for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. So until I see you again in the next reading, thanks for sticking with me. Okay, thanks, bye.